NIL has absolutely set the college football world on fire today. As of last night, players are finally able to benefit off their name, image, and likeness. This is a very exciting time for both college football players, college football fans, and content creators like me. For all you big supporters of the channel, I'm actually in touch with quite a few athletes about having them come on this channel, tell their story, and potentially partner with me in the future, so I'm excited to announce that. But let's focus on the subject of today's video, as Dabo Swinney apparently said he would think about quitting college football coaching if it becomes like professional sports. In today's video, we're going to talk about Dabo's statement, if he would actually quit coaching college football, and really what this means. So without further ado, let's get started. Last year, there were potential rumors that Dabo Swinney could take the Alabama job in the future, and in an interview with ESPN, he had a couple sound bites that are now re-entering the news as NIL was passed last night. Swinney said, quote, "Who knows what's going to happen down the road? I have no idea. I just try to be great where my feet are. That's my focus every day. Who knows, they may do away with college football in 3 years, there may be no college football at all. They may want to professionalize college athletics. Well, then maybe I'll go to the pros. If I'm going to coach pro football, I might as well do that. I may get a terrible president or a terrible athletic director one day, I don't know. I have no idea what's down the road. But I know what we have at Clemson is special, and I wanted to make a commitment to the university. That's what the message of the contract was. Obviously, it does not take a rocket science to figure out that Dabo Swinney is against all the NIL and the NCAA players getting paid. If you want my opinion on the subject, since I don't think I've ever offered it on this channel, I don't think players should be paid, but I absolutely love the player likeness thing. When you try to pay the wrestler as much as Spencer Rattler, things get dicey, people get upset, and people will say it's unfair. When you give Spencer Rattler and the wrestler the same opportunity to make money off their name, then that's where I love it. This gives the player all the opportunity in the world to be paid what the market values them at. Someone like Spencer Rattler can easily sign an endorsement deal with something like Gatorade, Nike, or Dr. Pepper. A wrestler, he may get to be in a local car commercial. Both guys get something for their name, and people aren't going to be screaming about how it's unfair. As many of you guys know, there's a huge problem in the basketball world as WNBA players feel like they're not paid fairly. The WNBA players have this idea that for some reason they think they should be paid a whole lot. Like any job in any industry, you're paid what the market values you as. An NBA player who has millions of eyes from across the world is going to get paid more than the star player in the WNBA who can't even fill up their own stadium. While they don't get the same percentage, if they don't keep the percentage they currently have, then the stadiums won't be able to operate, they won't be able to pay coaches, they'll have to lay off physical therapists, people who work for the team, and money will be even tighter. That was a little bit off track, but the point is, you have to give each sport and athlete an opportunity to make what the market will allow them to make. At least that's my opinion on that, and as much as I do like Dabo, I think he's wrong with this statement, and is kind of being dumb. Swinney signed a 10-year, $93 million contract extension back in 2019, and to say that the players have nothing to do with his success is pretty stupid. At the end of the day, he does not have a job if college football does not exist, and he does not win any national titles if he didn't recruit the players that he got. While as I previously mentioned, I think it'd be dumb to pay players a flat rate, to say that they should not earn anything except a scholarship to the school is pretty selfish of him to say. For example, there is no reason he should be opposed to his quarterback DJ Uiagalelei signing an endorsement deal with a sports drink company. There's no reason why a guy like Justin Ross shouldn't be able to host his own wide receiver camp in the summer. And there's no reason a guy like Brian Breesy should not be able to promote for Manscaped. If anything, Clemson is one of the biggest brands in the country, and having players sign deals like that only helps put the university in a better light. In terms of if Dabo would ever leave college football, I think that is a total lie as well. He has established himself as the second best coach in college football right now, has won multiple national titles with the Tigers, and once Saban retires, he is likely going to be the main man in college football. There is no reason he would leave that to take a job in the NFL, where it's a completely different system, he's guaranteed absolutely nothing, and his leash will be very short. I'm not sure why he is opposed to players benefiting off their own name, while he rakes in $93 million off of them. If we go back 4 years ago, he had another statement on the matter. He said, quote, "As far as paying players, professionalizing college athletics, that's where you lose me. I'll go do something else because there's enough entitlement in the world as there is." That is one of the most hypocritical statements I have ever heard, because for some reason Dabo thinks he's entitled to make nearly $100 million, but the players who are doing all the actual work deserve only an academic scholarship. But who knows? I don't think Dabo Swinney will ever quit college football, and this is a recycled quote from nearly 2 years ago, so I doubt anything happens from it. What do you guys think though? What do you think of all the new NIL stuff? How do you think this will change college football? And do you think that a couple coaches will end up leaving the game? Let me know down in the comment section. Be sure to hit that like button if you want to support today's video, subscribe if you're new, and check out all my other videos on the end screen. Hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.